What could Zendaya, Malcolm X, Kelly Rowland, Diana Ross, Barack Obama, Pam Grier, Kobe Bryant, and Keisha Cole possibly have in common? Not era, not industry, not personality. A pattern of light? In Vedic astrology, the moon is not just mood. It is instinct, memory, response, timing, the emotional rhythm underneath the performance. And today, we begin with the first three moon stars: Ashwini, Bharani, Krittika, the way power enters the world. Before we begin, this is Archetype commentary. We are using public persona references, cultural observation, and traditional nakshatra symbolism to teach a system. This is not a private life claim. It is not a diagnosis. It is not celebrity gossip. And it is not an endorsement from anyone mentioned. The celebrity is not the point. The celebrity is the mirror. The moon star is the science. Most of the Western world was introduced to astrology through sun signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and that gave people an entry point. It gave people language. But it also flattened astrology into personality content. That is the surface. Vedic astrology goes deeper. It asks, where was the moon? What degree? What star field? What timing? What house? What planet is influencing it? What pattern keeps repeating through the person's life? A nakshatra is one of the 27 lunar mansions. Think of it as a moon star gate, a field of meaning that colors how the moon expresses. The moon is how you respond before you have time to explain yourself. The moon is instinct. The moon is memory. The moon is hunger. The moon is the rhythm underneath the performance. Fame makes the pattern loud. Fashion makes the pattern visible. And nakshatra gives us the language. Your sign is the surface. Your moon star is the texture. The first three nakshatras are not just three labels near the beginning of Aries and Taurus territory. They are three different ways power comes into form. Ashwini is power as movement. Bharani is power as containment. Krittika is power as purification. Ashwini moves. Bharani bears. Krittika cuts. And once you understand that, you stop looking at celebrity examples as random names on a list. You start seeing the architecture. Ashwini is the first spark, the horse, the healer, the emergency response. This is power entering the world as movement. When you study Ashwini, start with the horse, not as decoration, as instruction. A horse is speed, muscle, endurance, danger, response, and freedom. It can sense threat before a person sees it. It can carry weight, run distance, and still resist being owned by the person trying to control it. That is Ashwini. Ashwini does not wait for the room to become ready. Ashwini arrives. This is the person who moves before there is a committee. The person who responds before the problem has a name. The one who feels trapped when life becomes too scheduled, too slow, too managed. Ashwini is not simply fast. Fast can be shallow. Ashwini is immediate action, immediate reaction, immediate instinct, immediate recovery. There is a rescue quality here, but also a wildness. The same force that can save, you can also leave before you understood what happened. In our reference list, Ashwini brings together names that do not look obvious at first glance. Zendaya, Malcolm X, Chris Rock, Kobe Bryant, J. Cole, Amber Rose. The point is not to say these people are the same. They are not. The point is to ask, where do we see the Ashwini pattern become visible? With Zendaya, you can look at public image agility, the ability to move through style, performance, and presentation without feeling trapped in one form. With Malcolm X, speech becomes intervention. The word does not sit politely in the room. It arrives, it cuts into the emergency of the moment. With Chris Rock, comedy lands as reflex. The line gets there before the room has protected itself. With Kobe Bryant, the body becomes discipline, speed, training, obsession, repetition, horsepower turned into myth. Again, this is not celebrity worship. This is pattern recognition. Fame makes the pattern loud. Ashwini asks, where is the movement? Where is the instinct? Where is the person refusing to be contained by the pace of the room? Now, the fashion layer makes sense. Ashwini is described through tomboy elements, layering, leather boots, jackets, scarves, combat and camo energy, greens, neutrals, black, coarse textures, masculine accents, wide-brimmed hats, and odd bright patterns. Why? Because Ashwini's style needs motion. The clothes look ready to leave, ready to run, ready to rescue, ready to escape if the room gets too slow. This is not fashion as vanity. This is fashion as nervous system. Ashwini dresses like the body is already in motion. If Ashwini is the impulse to move, Bharani is the pressure of what must be carried. Bharani is Venus, but not soft Venus. Bharani is Venus with consequences. Bharani is one of the most misunderstood energies because people hear Venus and expect sweetness. But Bharani is not just sweetness. Bharani is desire under pressure, beauty under burden, pleasure with consequence, the threshold between what was and what must be born next. This is not the kind of power that rushes out of the gate like Ashwini Bharani holds. It contains, it bears. There is a reason Bharani energy can feel sensual, heavy, magnetic, taboo, private, glamorous, rebellious, and difficult to simplify. It is not trying to look innocent. It is carrying something. Sometimes that something is desire. Sometimes it is pain. Sometimes it is a secret. Sometimes it is the pressure of becoming. Bharani teaches that not all power looks like speed. Some power is the ability to hold intensity without collapsing. In our reference list, Bharani brings names like Kelly Rowland, Diana Ross, Lisa Bonet, Jamie Foxx, and Pharrell Williams into the conversation. Again, not because they are identical, because they help us see a pattern. Diana Ross gives you glamour with authority, not just beauty presence, the kind of beauty that occupies a room like a throne. Kelly Rowland gives a different kind of sensuality, controlled, sleek, deep, sometimes understated, sometimes explosive, but rarely empty. Lisa Bonet is almost a perfect cultural doorway for this conversation. Sensual, but untouchable. Soft, but outside the system. Beautiful, without performing innocence. Bharani can show up as music obsession, style, seduction, rhythm, private intensity, and the ability to live inside atmosphere. That is the key word for Bharani, atmosphere. Ashwini is motion. Bharani is atmosphere. It changes the pressure in the room. Now look at the fashion evidence. Bharani comes through punk, tomboy, grunge, tattoos, 90s, inspired style, black and dark tones, beanies, distressed pieces, hoodies, high boots, oversized tees, graphic tees, fishnets, crop tops, leather, messy hair, even the phrase hot mess. But that phrase should not be read as sloppy. It is atmosphere. Bharani's style looks like it has lived through something. It is beautiful but not sanitized. Sensual but not obedient. Dark but not dead. Venus but not pastel. This is the style of someone who has crossed a threshold and did not come back innocent. Then comes Krittika, the blade, the fire, the part of power that says, this stays, this goes. Krittika is connected with fire, not random fire, but fire that purifies. Agni does not only burn, Agni transforms. Agni separates raw from refined. Krittika sees what does not belong and cannot unsee it. This is why Krittika power can feel sharp, disciplined, polished, critical, protective, and sometimes intimidating. Where Ashwini moves and Bharani bears, Krittika cuts. But the cut is not always cruelty. Sometimes the cut is clarity. Sometimes the cut is standards. Sometimes the cut is the ability to say, no, that is false. No, that is messy. No, that is not aligned. No, that cannot come with us. Krittika is the part of power that edits reality. It removes what weakens the form. It burns away what cannot survive the next level. In our reference list, Krittika includes names like Barack Obama, Pam Grier, Keisha Cole, Kevin Durant, Future, and Cassie. With Barack Obama, the Krittika pattern can be discussed through discipline, measured language, clean presentation, a polished public edge, the ability to cut through chaos with structure. With Pam Grier, the blade becomes cinematic, beauty with danger, glamour that does not ask for permission. With Keisha Cole, the cut comes through emotional directness. The voice tells the truth whether the room is ready or not. With athletes or performers, Krittika can show up as refinement, competitiveness, edge, precision, and the instinct to remove weakness. The point is not that all Krittika people act the same. The point is that the archetype keeps asking similar questions. What needs to be purified? What needs to be removed? What is the cleanest line? What is the truth after the fire is done? Now look at the style evidence. Krittika is described with professional elements, worn, edgy, button-up shirts, sweaters, blazers, slacks, loafers, minimal accessories, modest dress, androgynous structure, functional layering, worn jeans, boots, even an Indiana Jones type of utility style. This makes sense. Krittika does not need chaos to look powerful. The edge is in the line, the tailoring, the restraint, the precision. Where Bharani wears the atmosphere, Krittika edits the atmosphere. Krittika style says, I do not need to show everything to dominate the frame. Now put them together. These first 3 moon stars are not random. They show the first 3 movements of power. Ashwini moves, Bharani bears. Krittika cuts. Ashwini says, act now. Bharani says, hold the threshold. Krittika says, remove what is false. This is why sun sign astrology alone cannot explain the texture. You can have people grouped near the same zodiac territory and still see completely different instincts. One runs toward the emergency. One carries the pressure. One purifies the field. And this is where celebrity examples become useful. Not because fame makes someone spiritually special, but because fame amplifies the pattern. Their clothes are photographed. Their words are archived. Their public choices become cultural symbols. Their image gets repeated until we can study it. So when we use celebrities in this series, we are not asking you to worship them. We are asking you to learn how to see. But the celebrity is only the doorway. The real question is you. Where does power enter your life? Do you move before permission? Do you carry more than people know? Do you cut what is false, even when it costs you comfort? Your moon star gives language to the pattern underneath your instinct. And once you know your own pattern, you can stop trying to copy someone else's light. You can work with your own. That is why Sobeid exists. Not to give you another generic horoscope, to help you find the moon star behind your instinct, your style, your rituals, and your relationships. Find your moon star. Then run the compatibility mirror with someone you cannot figure out. Some bonds are sweet, some are static. The moon star gives language for both. Next, we move into Rohini, Mrigashira, and Ardra. The way desire searches the world. Rohini attracts. Mrigashira seeks. Ardra disrupts. If this episode gave you power, the next one gives you hunger. Comment moon if you want the next 3. Share this with someone who moves like Ashwini, carries like Bharani, or cuts like Krittika. And if you do not know your moon star yet, start there. The celebrity is the mirror. The moon star is the science. Sobeid is where you find yourself